The McCaffreys live just a few kilometres from the headquarters of the Australian Vaccination Network. They say they've been harassed by the AVN since their daughter died, and that the AVN has made repeated claims that Dana didn't die of pertussis.
Our daughter wasn't even buried, and it began the day before her funeral. It began with phone calls to the health department to get her medical records, contending she didn't die of pertussis.
This email from Paul Corbin, the Director of Public Health at the North Coast Area Health Service, backs up Tony McCaffrey's claims.
Ms Dorey called me on 12 March seeking details of your daughter's illness and death. Ms Dorey contended that I had misled the public in attributing your daughter's death to pertussis.
I never said any of that. All I asked was...
That's what he says.
Well, I'm sorry, that's not true. That is not true. All I said was, how was the diagnosis made? If it was a quick test, do you know that it's a real test and that the result is real? Was it really whooping cough?
Meryl Dorey says repeatedly that Dana McCaffrey supposedly died of pertussis.
It's the most offensive statement, because I watched over 5 days my beautiful daughter suffer the most agonising death. She was just this innocent little girl who, it was cruel. But then to be put in a position where I have to prove that she died of pertussis, that's even crueler.
And she's diminishing the fact that pertussis does and can kill. And it's going to lead someone to make a decision about vaccination that could put their baby or their family at risk, and that's not right.
OK, there is a post that you made in reference to the Skeptics which said, "Isn't it incredible how they have made Dana into a martyr because she supposedly died from whooping cough?" Now, could you...
Did I say that?
Yeah.
I don't believe I did.
OK.
Let me see. But ignore all of the children and adults who have died after vaccination.
Yeah, but you still said that.
I did say that, and I still think that a death is a death.
Could you imagine reading that if your daughter had died of whooping cough? How would that make you feel?
Can you imagine reading the Stop the AVN site or the Dana site?
I'm asking you about comments you've made. I'm not asking you about comments
that's fine.
they've made.
That's fine.
Can you imagine reading those comments?
I can imagine, and it would probably be hurtful, and I would be sorry if she felt hurt from what I had said. But from my point of view, all children are important. All deaths are important.
The McCaffreys have made their own complaint to the HCCC about the AVN. They have continued to advocate publicly for vaccination and say the AVN continues to publish false and hurtful comments about them, like this Facebook post by an AVN representative.
One day I hope the parents of this baby tell the whole story and are able to see how they've been used by a group of ruthless scumbags with ulterior motives. Then maybe they'll be able to honour their child's life with truth.
To suggest that we're being used by a group of people, that we're not honouring our daughter's life with the truth, is just reprehensible. They're terrible people.